Hey guys, Languagehacker here, and I've got an Evolve Shaman list for you with the new Murder at Castle Nathria expansion. Let's take a look at the deck and see what it does. Okay, so Evolve Shaman. Now, I've included a Murloc package in this deck because I found the Murloc package was just good for two things. Tempo, three things actually. Wow, tempo, card draw, and value. Because you can generate some stuff and it does stuff. Now, because of that, we're including the same copy of the Murlocs that are currently being run in Shaman, minus Mutinous to Devour, for two reasons. One, because we are on a deck building restriction for this event, where we have to play 10 new cards at least from Murder at Castle Nathria, so there wasn't quite space for it. And two, it was a Murloc that was not good for tempo, and it doesn't actually synergize with the Evolve kind of theme. So I left it out for now, but it might be included at a later date as we refine the deck. So this is the Murloc package. Amalgam of the Deep, seems good. Clownfish, very good for mana. Cookie, tempo, mana, whatever. Cookie the Cook. We have Gorlock Ravagers, and I believe that's it for the Murlocs. So we have that package that lets us draw cards, spit stuff out on board, and importantly, Gorlock Ravager is good for evolving because it's a 5 mana 4/3 with a Battlecry. Battlecry good, and then we evolve it into a better minion. Excellent. We have Burkan, pretty cookie cutter. We have Snowfall Guardian and Macaws, just good in Shamans at this point because we play Battlecries and freezing the board is good. Wildpaw Caverns, insanely good card. We run Schooling, a more relatively recent addition to Shaman that seems just good. Deals ping damage, can start developing threats early. Really nice. Bolner, good with Battlecries. And a lot of the other cards are actually new, so let's talk about them. Convincing Disguise. Transform a friendly minion into one that costs 2 more. And if 4 friendly minions have died while this is in your hand, this instead becomes a spell that says transform all friendly minions into ones that cost 2 or more, which is very good. That's like old school Evolve, except it evolves it 2 mana higher, which is pretty good. So it can be used just as a single Evolve, which is fine if you just need some tempo and get some stuff out there. And it can be used as a full board Evolve, which is good for some of the other cards that we're going to include in this deck. Tiny Toys, 6 mana, summon 4 random 5-cost minions that are 2/2s. Very good wombo combo. Muck Pools, this is the new Shaman location. It's a 1 mana location that reads transform a friendly minion into one that costs 1 or more. This can be used once every 2 turns, and after you pay the initial mana cost, it is free to activate. It's just a button that you click on or drag and say, hey, evolve this thing. So it's a pretty good card. And it's crazy that it's 1 mana. You can play it for 1 mana, develop something in turn 2, evolve it, and then, keep going from there. Forensic Duster, this is a new card that came out. It's basically the new Cult Neophyte, except instead of spells, it reads your opponent's minions cost 1 more next turn. It's 3 mana, 3/4. Seems fine stat-wise, and the effect's pretty good. It can disrupt your opponent's turn if you're expecting very, advertised things like post-alignment, for example. You might expect your opponent to play a Lady Anacondra, and you can say, nope, don't do that. Yeah, it's pretty good. Primordial Wave. This is a 3 mana nature spell that reads transform any enemy minions into ones that cost 1 less, and friendly minions into ones that cost 1 more. So this is basically an evolve and a devolve fused together, which is okay, but it's not super useful because you might not always want to devolve and evolve at the same time. So I think it's fine as like a tech card, but I think it might not be quite as useful as the other evolve effects in the deck. Baroness Vosh is the new Shaman legendary, and it's a 4 mana 3/6 that reads, if this would transform into a minion, summon that minion instead. So if you try evolving this, Baroness Vosh stays on the board, but she summons the minion that she would have evolved into, which is pretty good. 4 mana 3/6 is fine stat-wise, and then if you pair that together with either the location or Convincing Disguise, it's very, very powerful because you just spawn another thing, and she's basically a threat that has to be dealt with. Crud Caretaker is a 4 mana 1/1 that reads Battlecry, summon a 3/5 elemental with Taunt, which is also a 4-cost minion. And this isn't super powerful by itself, but paired together with Evolve, Muck Pools, or Convincing Disguise, it's just good tempo, right? You make a 4 mana 3/5, and then you can evolve this into something else. A 5 mana minion, or a 6 mana minion, depending on what card you're using. Seems pretty good. And we've talked about everything else. Bunch of tempo, some card draw. Obviously, we have Burkan as like a finisher and a long-standing value thing, but otherwise, play for tempo, evolve good stuff, try to disrupt your opponent when you can with either Primordial Wave or Forensic Duster, and eventually, as we refine this deck, maybe we'll run Mutinous and some other disruption cards. This seemed pretty good. I think once this gets refined, and we are no longer required to include 10 new cards, this deck will be very, very powerful because it does the same good stuff that it's already been doing this past meta, but now with the evolve mechanic, which I think is pretty good. It's historically been pretty busted, and I'm pretty sure Shaman can find a way to keep making it busted. It may not be with Tiny Toys, but honestly, Tiny Toys might just be fine in this deck anyways. Here's some cool games. Hope you guys enjoy, and have a wonderful expansion launch. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. In Wild, probably, because you can also run the... You can also run the, what do you call it? Am I supposed to keep this? I'm not even sure. Let's try it. You have the 3 mana 4/2 that gives you a True Silver. And you have the 7 mana card too. You're very likely to get Gigantotem off of the Amalgam. Sure, but, I mean... There's not that many totems you can play. I'm gonna save the Bolner. What's this? Dwarf Shadows. Okay. Looks like we're going for a turn 7 Tiny Toys Convincing Disguise.
I can't do that.
Well, I get 2 cards there. It's a little sad, but it's fine. Probably. Shaman playing Seeker Rogue. I don't think it's Seeker Rogue. I think it's Stuff Rogue. I think it's Graveyard plus Necrolord Draca. You can almost go coin Draco, which is insane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would have been like an 8 something weapon. Holy crap. That would have been so silly. And it's still probably... I actually wanted to build something like this with a shark, but I was too stupid to figure it out before the theory crafting started. Oh, that's scary. He's holding cards. That's very scary. Oh, good God, is that scary? Oh, well. Let's try to kill him.
My hand is too full.
I think I'm going to be very, very dead this game. You know, just a feeling, but I think I'm going to be very dead this game. Yeah, that would be pretty funny, huh, Penguin? Probably a bit more efficiently than they used to, but it would be pretty funny. Now, I'm actually not running Mutinous in this deck. So we can't even really steal Draca. But I imagine Draca's going to come down this turn. You wonder if Classic Handlock could see playing Standard? I mean, if we're talking about the exact same cards as before, probably not. I'm not running Command of Neptulon, actually. Well, let's try to kill him next turn. Deadwin? Yeah, I'm a little scared about this turn. I have a feeling there will be a lot of removal-y thingies, followed by 2 very biggy thingies that will kill me over 2 turns. Just a thought. Oh my god, Shambler Loan Shark? You get more coins this way? And you can Serrated Bone Spike before the shark to save mana? Oh, this looks quite disgusting. I'm already basically dead. They kept a card here? Interesting.
My past cannot shade me forever.
Oh, I'm already very upset. Wait, was that... Yeah, so they can play the 0 mana Loan Shark, which gives them 2 coins. Wait, they can't play Draco this turn unless they have second. So if their exact hand is it's Loan Shark, Coin, second Serrated, Draco? Shadow Step, Shark.
In death, I've mastered the art of penalty.
Oh. That wasn't that bad. Am I happy about this? No, but it could have been worse. I don't think I'm dead. Yet. Need board space here. That's the most I can heal. So if they don't have 16, if they don't have 11, I win. Okay. BGBM. I don't know, maybe you run that deck. It might be too many combo cards for you to run BGBM though. Oh, that's infused. Double stab. 8, 15, 24. Triple stab. No, not that stab. I meant wicked stab. That's fine. The thing is, they get another swing of this, right? If I don't kill them, I still get daggered. So there's two things I could do. I could eat, but I don't think their minions matter. Or I could go for tiny toys and try to get taunts. And taunts probably win. And if they don't win, I can go for convincing disguise after that. Oh, the trade. The trade. Okay, okay. Hold on. If they trade here, I think we just win. Okay. Okay, sure. We'll take it. 7 is a lot. So that deck is a very aggressive all-in-y combo deck. And if they trade 7 damage there, they stop me from developing as much as I did. But they also lose 7 damage. And their deck has a finite amount of damage. So they might not have been able to kill me if they did that. Maybe it was worth killing. I don't know. Hard to say. Full Maul? I don't think I want any of these. Yeah, I agree, Snorkeling Kid. A lot of rogue decks are like that. Ooh, okay. Schooling into convincing disguise with Baroness Vosh. 40 health rogue. Interesting.
The pleasure is mine.
Tiny toys. Just infuse 4. I think I'll just go in with this. Uh-oh. Rubber Raggy. Well, we have 4 minions here that, when they die, will infuse our 2 convincing disguises. We could also just go like Baroness Coin, Convincing Disguise, which immediately gives us a 6. Or I could wait and then do it with Tiny Toys. I feel like I want the tempo now, though. And I can use the second one with Tiny Toys. So I think I do like that. And it's actually fine if it's not infused. Wicked stab, punch, sure. And they made the thing. That is large. I think I just do the thing though. I feel like I do need some tempo here, right? I don't think I can go too slow. Yeah. So because of Baroness Vosh, she doesn't actually get transformed. She's okay. Whatever she would transform into, she summons instead, and she stays as a 3/6. Some good stuff. How have I found Infused to be? Easier or harder than I expected? I think it's a bit easier than I expected. I thought it would be a bit more difficult than it is. Is it easy? It's not super trivial, but it's a bit easier than I expected. Now, do I want to evolve Tiny Toys? I think this is the secret that... I think this is the secret that draws 2 cards when I spend all of my mana. So I could go for Tempo here just by going Convincing Disguise. And I think I do that. Because I want to pressure them before they can, you know, do stuff. Or I could just pass here. Passing seems a bit slow, but maybe it's okay. Yeah, I'm actually going to wait a turn. Next turn, we'll give them the 2 cards. They can play the graveyard thingy this turn, or they use the location. So this turn, I want it to be harder for them to do stuff. And this also means they can't kill off the shark and get coins this turn without using more spells. The next turn, we can go coin, Tiny Toys, Convincing Disguise, and we're still okay. Vosh might die by that point, but that's fine. We'll get, what, 4 7-mana minions, and that should be enough to win. But I want to make it harder for them to actually be able to do their turn. Because I'm not under that much pressure, actually. Right? Could be Spider draw. Yeah, it could be Spider as well. Okay, now I don't even have to proc it. I coin first, because it could be the other thing. I see. Alright, let's go Tiny Toys. We do this before the second coin, because we could hit Lyra. We did not hit Lyra. These cards are not useful. We'll go face with this. I could get the weapon instead. Do I want the weapon? They're going to die next turn. I don't need the weapon. Oh, but they could Scabs me. Oh well, it's too late to play around that now. Alright, what do we got? Champion. Face. Okay, well, they might not be running Scabs. And 2 of their cards are minions in a top deck, so it's actually not very likely we get Scabs this turn. So I think this is fine. Pog Order. Hacker knows. Yeah. Yeah, these cards are not great, but it's fine. It's enough pressure that we could probably still win. Well, they don't have Scabs, but I'm actually getting auctioneered. That's pretty wacky. Hey, stop. Ghetto Tech, thanks for the 10 months. Welcome back to the Hack Pack. How are you doing? Get some collapse in chat. Thanks for being here. Now, how much do we have on board still? 15, 26? We're still okay right now. They can probably clear something with a stab. Like, and there is a prep here as well. Okay, we did it. But we played around their secret. If we didn't, they would have been able to do that a turn earlier before we represented the board, and then we might have been the ones dying. So there was some stuff there. Interesting.